Hey guys, so I'm out here today and I'm going to show you guys how to make a spring snare trap. It's one of the more simple, primitive traps that you can make, and it's the first one that I've ever really made, so I figure it's a good place to start. So this is essentially what you need. You need two pretty sturdy support sticks, and then you need another stick like this that you have a notch cut out of. I just used my knife to do this. It was really simple. Just cut a little notch. And then you want another small stick like this that's not brittle, but that isn't as big as these other sticks. And you want to make sure too that this stick will fit in this notch here. You're also going to want a piece of string that's probably about 3 feet long, and then another piece that's about 6 to 7 feet long, depending on where you're going to end up setting up your trap. Now, I'll be the first to say this is not made for larger animals. This is not for coyotes or foxes even. This is like rabbits, squirrels, chipmunks, small stuff, birds even. This is not made for the bigger stuff. When you get to the bigger animals, you're going to want to use cable wire instead of just fishing line like I'm using. So the first thing you want to do when you're setting up your trap is find the place to set it up. I chose this area right here because it's close to water. There's a lot of animals that use this pond, and it's right below a spruce tree. So these branches are extremely bendy, and I can use them for the spring snare. Alright, so after you found your spot, you're going to want to drive your two support stakes into the ground. And you're going to want them to end up crossing like this at the top. So make sure to put them in at the right angle and at the right place. Just the bark fraying. This is a strong dead stick though. Okay, now you can see here that these cross right here at the top. They're in the ground really sturdy. They'll be able to hold the tension that I need. So this is perfect. Next, you're going to want to take a piece of your fishing line and just secure this. Just wrap it around a few times. Now right behind this that you got here is where you're going to want to set up the stake that you have with the notch in it. Right behind, just a few inches. To tie the knot, you're going to want to start in about 7 or 8 inches from the end of your line, and you want to make a loop like that, and you want to take this extra line that you got here and wrap it once around tight and then around again, but a little bit looser. And you want to take the end of your line here and feed it through the big loop that you got. And then after you do that, you want to pull it down through the loose second loop that you had here. Pull it down through, and then you kind of just want to pull everything kind of tight, but not super tight. You want it to be loose so that it goes like this and wraps around the animal. So you want to find a spot about halfway between the start of your snare knot and the other end of your string for the stick that's going to fit into the wedge. And you want to just wrap it around a couple times. Make sure that it's really secure. And then you could even tie it off if you wanted to. Now you're going to want to find a branch overhanging that you can secure the other end of your line that doesn't have the knot on it too. And this seems like a good branch to use. Yeah, that'll be perfect. So now I'm just going to secure this to the branch. So now you're going to take this stick and you're going to feed it down through here. Put the end that doesn't have rope wrapped around it through the little teepee thing you got here. And then take the other end and set it in the notch. So it should set just like that. So then before you set your snare down, you just want to clear the area of any shrubs or anything that it could get caught on. So now you can lay it down like that, and it's just right there in the open. And this is set just barely in that notch. You want it to be able to slip out fairly easily. So if an animal comes over and they start nibbling on it, it releases like that and scoops them up. Now this was more for teaching purposes. If you do this in an actual survival situation, and when I do, I'm going to use a lot heavier gauge fishing line, and I'm going to make sure that there's a lot more tension on the branch. Well guys, be sure to stay tuned because I'm going to be doing a lot more videos with other kinds of primitive traps. This was fun. I enjoy learning about this kind of stuff, and I intend to use it when we do campouts or anything like that. So be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, so I'd feel bad just making a video, you know, how-to video on making a trap out in the woods, you know, whatever. I don't really want to test it on an animal yet just because I want to study the traps a little bit more, figure out exactly what I need for what I want to get and how to do it. So there's a little squirrel hopping around outside, and I think I'm going to go try to get him. I'm going to bring you guys along with me.